Bladder cancer is the 5th most common cancer overall. It's number 4 in men, and it's about number 10 or 11 in women. And most people don't realize just how common bladder cancer is. And part of the problem is we haven't had somebody speaking about bladder cancer, we haven't had funding for bladder cancer, and as a result, national funding has greatly lagged. Although it's 5th most common cancer overall, it's 23rd in NIH funding. We can't do research, we can't find solutions without money and support to do that. And so with bladder cancer, what has been tremendous for us is having the Howard J. Cohen Foundation to be able to help us get some of this research done. Although bladder cancer is so common, the funding levels are so low. We can't get the national grant unless we have data. We can't get data unless we have money. The Howard J. Cohen Foundation is giving us this money to get the early data, to then allow us to turn around and take a $20,000 investment and turn it into a multi-million-dollar national grant. I treat both bladder and prostate cancer. Over the past 5 years, we've seen an explosion of new therapies, new chemotherapies, new treatments for advanced prostate cancer in the last 5 years. 6, 7, 8 new therapies. Bladder cancer, we haven't had a new therapy for 20 years. That's why we need this funding and this research. 20 years is a long time not to have a new advancement. We're getting close. We're finding new things. We're doing new studies. We're trying new combinations. We're learning more about what's going on in the individual tumors, what's driving the cancer development, what's driving the cancer progression. We can then target that. We can go back to the lab and study people's tumors and figure it out and come back with a new therapy. We have been able to do something very exciting, and that is we have been able to establish what's called a PDX, a patient-derived xenograft line. We now at this point have 3 different lines. What these are, we have taken tumors from patients who have allowed us to take some of this tumor and actually put it into a mouse to grow that tumor. We can then use that to test new drugs, new therapies, find the next cure. We can then share this with investigators and researchers all over the world. We've called this tumor cell line the CoCab, C-O-C-A-B. C-O for Cohen, C-A for cancer, B for bladder, the CoCab line. The CoCab line will help us, not just here, but across the globe, to study bladder cancer and to find a cure. It takes a lot to do this. It takes support to make this happen. We have a lot of people here in all these disciplines that want to and are eager to work together in this fight against bladder cancer. It's the urologist, the medical oncologist, the radiation oncologist, the biostatistician, the PhD researcher, the individuals in the lab, the research technicians, the people helping collect the tissue, the pathologists. And it's the Howard J. Cohen Foundation support that is helping us build this program against this cancer. And we're going to win.